Money. Know more, make more, give more. Rob Moore, Teach Yourself, 2019. Many useful tips too. Provide guidance to those looking to get rich over a reasonable time. Understand how to create sustainable and scalable wealth. Develop an in-depth understanding of the psychology of money. The author. Rob Moore is a self-taught real estate investor, businessman, and entrepreneur who hosts a podcast channel dedicated to entrepreneurs looking to start businesses that make a difference in people's lives. The Disruptive Entrepreneur. What are the emotions that money triggers in you? Throughout this book, Moore details a path of self-awareness and recognition of the feelings we have towards money. In the author's own words, he learned at a very early age to work, to assimilate, and to feel the deep desire to earn in the real and material sense of the term. He tells us that he also wanted to see his bank account grow. Rob Moore went from poor to rich, and even richer, oftentimes with a fluctuating bank account. He tells us that as a child he had the opportunity to discover his ambitions, to drive the neighbour's car. One of the first important lessons, which he shares with the reader from the very first pages, is to have understood the difference between being poor in industrialised countries and being poor in the third world, which is the real definition of poor. If you indeed are living in a third world country, you have no access to drinking water, to vaccinations, to an organised health system, let alone to the internet and to freedom. Not everyone is the same. Some people live in extreme poverty, and we must never forget this. The reason why we must never forget this is because it is precisely by understanding this concept that we become more accurate when it comes to interpreting our relationship with money. The world is overdeveloped. Competition is not always healthy, but it offers clear possibilities and opportunities, creating the right conditions for growth and profit. After all, what is money? This book presents a real and deep understanding of money, its purpose and history, as well as the system behind it. By understanding the philosophy of money, you will also be able to dispel some of the myths, lies, and exaggerations related to it. The false myths related to money. There are a lot of myths surrounding money. This section closely examines the most common false myths about money to help you develop a better understanding of what they are and eventually break free from some of them. Money does not make you happy. False. Have you ever heard of a millionaire being unhappy about being rich? To the extent that this assumption refers only to money, it is true. However, if you understand how to use it yourself, you will develop the skills needed to earn more, ultimately leading to happiness. The rich get richer and richer. There are simple economic laws which explain how this is true. This does not happen by chance. It comes from the fact that the person who manages to make money has understood its value and will therefore always make more. It is not possible to make more money if you have not learned to manage what you already have. Money is scarce. According to British economist, academic and banker Mervyn King, $80 trillion are in circulation worldwide. We can, however, say that although it seems to be infinite, it is not well distributed. The problem lies in our perception. Do we see the world as having infinite possibilities for us, or do we regard it with a sense of scarcity? Making money is complicated. Earning money can be learned. Do not be discouraged by the thought that you will never be able to create wealth. Why do so many people limit their potential by thinking this way? Surely it is not genetic, but personal. It mostly depends on our vision. In particular, it is by no means true that if you have a lot of money, then some people won't have any. It all happens because there is a constant exchange. What is money really? Many people associate wealth with cash, investments, houses, etc. However, is that really so? As a matter of fact, everybody is rich. All we need to do is look at our relationships, hobbies, the things we like to do, and what enriches us. The sports we love, our technical skills, the way we have raised our children, our ability to inspire others. In short, everything that has value for us. People are not rich because they simply don't want to be. Each one of us has the potential to be a millionaire. The purpose of money is to create value for the growth of humanity. Money is a means of exchange, both divisible and sustainable, that can be deposited and saved. Admittedly, bartering isn't enough to achieve all of this. Money is a way for us to give value to others. It is an energy that flows and therefore will continue to do so, because energy does not change. It flows into ideas, trade, credit, services, and the value of what we exchange. Money flows towards those who offer value. Thinking about money does not mean that you are materialistic. To possess the wealth that is right for you, you must let the energy and gratitude flow. Contribute to humanity, because if you grow, your neighbour will grow as well. It does not always mean charity, but rather active participation in life. You cannot receive if you do not give. The value of money, the beliefs and emotions it triggers. Do we control our emotions about money, or are we controlled by them? Let's consider our values, the most important aspects of our lives. While those concepts may seem abstract, it is not the case. Think about freedom, honesty, equality, family, fun, wisdom, travelling to discover new destinations. The main difficulty is that not everybody knows who they really are. They fail to appreciate their authenticity because they are more aware of internal conflicts than of what they really feel. In order to understand these dynamics, you must ask yourself, are you willing to give yourself permission to know yourself better? If the answer is yes, let's proceed to the next step with the following question. What do you want to do in this world? Take some time and don't stop until you find an answer. Knowing how clear your vision is about the world and the space you occupy within it are essential. Take Elon Musk, Peter Diamandis, or Richard Branson as examples. They all have an astronomical and intergalactic vision. The best way to get rich is to increase your perception of the world and what you can do for yourself. Our beliefs are often limiting. They stem from our family, our country of origin, the school we attend, our teachers, our friends, and even the media that we choose to include in our lives. Maybe these channels have taught us to have a poor outlook on life from which we can surely free ourselves. For example, if you are broke, you are not poor. This is one of the major self-limiting beliefs. Being in debt is not necessarily bad. On the contrary, if you increase your ability to understand and activate your energy, you will realize that it is an energy flow in which you play a significant role. I don't deserve to be rich is another dangerous and extremely limiting thought. On the contrary, it is necessary to look at the world, feel that you are also part of the energy that it creates, and take an active role in it. Don't think about other people's judgments. Keep moving forward on your path, because there will always be someone who will disagree with you. So, what are you going to do? Get depressed at every little setback? It is not worth it. Money makes us competitive. It sets us in motion. It triggers chemical reactions in our brain, such as dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. Therefore, we must use these resources to our advantage to move forward and get what we need. Having the right strategy and mentality towards money. If you have read this book or been drawn to it, it is because you have a real desire to know more about money. The most important point to know about money is that you must have a strategy. Therefore, the best advice is delegate and learn from the best. Let's look at the 5 important things you should never underestimate. 1. Pay attention to your time, in particular, your life. Check your ROI, return on investment, a system that allows you to assess your time and energy. Focus on your TOC, time opportunity cost, and NE time, no extra time. Value your life. 2. Value your assets. You are on the right track if you have invested in money-making assets and realize that this can be an advantage. For instance, consider how much money you can make from a new business. Alternatively, think about the innovative ideas you have decided to patent and how profitable they may be. Think about the properties that you will later rent out to others, or investing in wine, gold, or diamonds. Great! All of this will increase your profits, increase your cash flow, and allow you to reinvest with a degree of confidence that you will have acquired gradually. 3. Write down everything you need. 4. Use a virtual assistant to send notes and ideas that you can use later. 5. Stop telling yourself time and again that you can't do this or that. Instead, choose to ask yourself, how can I do this better? Choose a problem you can solve, turn it into an opportunity, work on a solution, and convert it into money. Marketing tips and strategies to make money. Think carefully before selling your company for a few pennies. Ideas create capital. Understand precisely why you need money. To grow faster than you could on your own? To develop products you couldn't manufacture on your own? To convince investors to make necessary investments? To invest in property or other assets you couldn't achieve on your own? To break a deadlock? If you feel that you need a loan, consider the following tips. Be careful. When looking for capital, you need to be able to explain to the lender how you plan to use it, what you expect to gain, and over what period. Start with your family and friends. You could be given an inheritance or a long-term loan. Then present a plan of action outlining the benefits they could get, and be ready to give them the right counsel on taxes. Obviously, apply for a loan from your bank, especially if it offers a good interest rate. Restructure your property portfolio and then use it as collateral in case of a mortgage application. Sell your business shares in a bid to make money and keep some of the profit for yourself. Contact investors such as business angels. Use bridge loans, in moderation because their interest rates are very high. These loans help companies to meet their capital needs. Use crowdfunding platforms such as Zopa, Funding Circle, and Kickstarter that give access to private financing. Clean up your basement and sell your stuff on eBay. Furthermore, here is a list of 24 marketing tips you may find useful. 1. Be unique. Be yourself. 2. Foster debates within your work environment and learn. 3. Start in a niche. 4. Sell something, even if it's just an idea. 5. Value first and then monetize. 6. Become a leader within your circle. 7. Keep doing what works. 8. Try new media. 9. Try and test before taking something to the next level. 10. Use social media. 11. Try and scale pay-per-click from Facebook, Google, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. 12. Get your followers used to seeing you in multiple media outlets. 13. Pair your brand with direct marketing. 14. Bring some humour into the mix. 15. Monitor customer value over time. 16. Assess the maximum cost of acquiring a customer. 17. Reinvest in marketing, 18. Measure your KPI, key performance indicator. 19. Use the right formats to scale. 20. Always ask your customers for feedback so you can improve. 21. If you don't reinvest in marketing today, you won't get any customers tomorrow. 22. Make cuts in your spending, e.g. marketing, during difficult times, not before. 23. Favour one customer who follows you on all the channels you use, rather than 20 customers on one single channel. 24. Ask your customers what they want and give it to them. What to keep in mind about money. The two most important laws of money to remember are 1. Goya, get off your ass, and 2. JFDI, just fucking do it. There's tons of money to be made now. Go and create some value, make a difference. It's not easy, but you can focus and understand what the right path is. Rob Moore keeps repeating, you have to have faith. He also says that he believes in us, the readers of this book. He also thanks us for letting him be a small part of the path that we will decide to take. There is no need to be perfect. The truth is, in the beginning, in becoming aware that you can begin to think of yourself as a wealth-creating being. This book can help you make a start, a beginning that will lead you to improve and understand the right steps to take. You must think big and start small, to be people who act, not just people who talk about doing something. Moore reminds us that sharing is the basis of success, because by sharing we can understand the other person's point of view and create that value which enriches us and our environment. This book has been created to condense and summarize all the books about money that you have read before. It is a theoretical book, but one that is also full of useful advice. Quotes. If you are born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake. Bill Gates. Spirit without matter is expressionless, and matter without spirit is motionless. Dr. John DeMartini. You experience the world through your values. Take-home message. Money flows through the services and value it supplies, not through the time or work we put into making it produce results. If you are focused, it all comes on its own, effortlessly. Let's not forget that the important things, like spending time with your family, are free.